You drive past it every week. A line of cars, a 12 wash, an app that charges your card every month whether you're watching or not. No cashier to argue with, no inventory to spoil. Just water, soap, and a machine that never calls in sick. It looks like the easiest business you could ever own in America. Every day, hundreds of cars get dirty, and people pay to have them cleaned. So from the outside, the car wash business looks like a simple money machine. But there's a problem. Washing the car is easy. Making money isn't. Because the day you open the doors, the costs start running. You need to be aware of this. Let's look at what's really going on together. The rent is running. The staff is running. The water is flowing. The electricity is being consumed. The chemicals are running out. And the extra air dryers and blowers are on standby, ready to fire at any moment. And every minute a customer doesn't show up, you're losing money. So what's actually left at the end of the month after all this motion? That's what I'm breaking down today. Now tell me, valued viewers, does a business that washes 5,000 cars get richer? Or does a small business that sells the right service to the right customer? That's exactly what we're going to find out today. Because there's a big difference between owning a car wash business and actually owning a successful car wash business, and the two are not the same thing. And the reason why is one of the stories that's rarely told in the small business world right now. And laying it out in detail instead of just handing you a pile of problems is what's going to protect us even more. Because this works like a chain. Just like everything in human life is connected to everything else, in this business and investment world, everything is connected too. Act 1, the fantasy. You've probably seen this pitch on YouTube or TikTok and you told yourself, I have to do this. Buy a piece of land, put in a tunnel system, and let the machine start printing money. A subscription model instead of one-off washes, recurring revenue just like a gym, but without the January rush or the empty machines in July. And on paper, the margins back it up. A well-run self-serve facility can pull 40 to 50% profit margins. Even a tunnel system processing 60 cars an hour can run 20 to 30% margins once it hits full capacity. That's a margin most restaurants will never see in their lifetime. So why isn't everyone doing this? On screen, lower third, self-serve margin, 40-50% tunnel system margin, 20-30%. The real price of admission, because the entry price is nothing like what you imagined. If you want the format that's actually driving growth right now, the express tunnel system with a subscription app, you're not opening this business for 200,000. We're talking about an investment between 2, 5, and 8 million, and that figure doesn't even include the land underneath it. In a decent suburban location, the land alone can run anywhere from 500,000 to 2 million. On the West Coast, the land alone can pass 4 million. Then comes construction. The tunnel and equipment eat up a quarter to a third of the budget, 1 to 2 million just for the machine that washes the car. Building the structure itself is another 1 to 1, 5 million. And here's the line nobody puts in their TikTok pitch: water treatment and reclamation systems. In most states now, recycling 60 to 80% of the water you use is a legal requirement. That system alone costs 50,000 to 250,000, and it can take 2 to 4 years just to pay for itself. Add in site work, permits, and engineering, and by the time the ribbon gets cut, a single express tunnel car wash in the Northeast can cost over 7 million before it has washed a single car. On screen, rising cost counter land tunnel and equipment construction water reclamation total 2.5 m. Once all of that is done, this is usually where the investor's mind starts spinning through a dozen different business ideas, and the question that comes up is, so where's the real money? Can you actually make that much money just from washing cars? This is where we step out of the ordinary car wash and move into the service model. Exterior wash, interior cleaning, full detailing, seat upholstery cleaning, wax and polish, ceramic coating, headlight restoration, engine bay cleaning, monthly annual membership fleet program. Saket programi, yazmishsin philo kurumsal eris programi my demek istidin, yoksa bashka bershay my. Ural severdim ama tayet ederson duzultirim. And here's the critical point. Every service demands roughly the same amount of time and labor, but they are not priced the same way to the customer. So is the service that actually makes the most money the one that looks the most expensive? Act 3, the margin that isn't yours. Okay, let's say you cleared that 7-figure entry price. Now let's look at the operating numbers. 60 to 80% of your revenue quietly disappears into operating costs before you ever see a dollar of profit. Water and electricity alone make up 15 to 20% of those costs, and unlike a restaurant, you can't shut off the water to save money because the machine simply doesn't run without it. Labor costs in a tunnel system eat up 25 to 40% of expenses, even though the entire sales pitch was no cashier needed. Someone still has to be there to greet the cars, clear the jams, and manage the line. Chemicals, supplies, equipment maintenance, every brush, every nozzle, every conveyor belt wears down and has to be replaced. And the piece that really decides whether you survive, the subscription model. Memberships look like guaranteed income, but they quietly lower your revenue per wash while your fixed costs, the mortgage on that $7 million building, stay exactly the same whether 40 cars show up today or 400. Operating expenses eat 60-80% of revenue before profit. This is the part that a serious investor needs to sit with and really listen to. Act 4, the twist. You're not competing with your neighbor. 350-500. Here's the part of this story that's genuinely new, the reason this exists right now, in 2026, and not 5 years ago. Private equity firms have quietly turned car washes into one of the most consolidated small business categories in America. Funds like Oaktree, Leonard Green, and KKR are now behind the country's largest chains, Mr. Car Wash, Whistle Express, Tidal Wave Auto Spa. And it's accelerating. In a single year, one buyer alone, Whistle Express, went from 11% of all car wash acquisitions in the country to 43%. Here's what that means. When you build your own independent tunnel facility next to a highway exit, you're no longer competing with the small operator across town. You're competing with a private equity-backed chain that can undercut you on price, outspend you on marketing, and buy the lot next door before you even know it's for sale. The machine really can print money. It's just that more and more, the owners of those machines aren't individuals anymore. They're funds. The most important thing in this business is whether there's actually a gap in that market and what the data says. In the end, owning a car wash business isn't nearly as simple as it looks from the outside. The cars will keep coming, the customers will keep paying, but none of that on its own means you have a successful business. Because in this business, the real money isn't about how many cars you washed, it's about how much money each customer actually leaves behind. And knowing the dates each customer got their car washed, then reminding them with a friendly message afterward, is genuinely useful. Here you could call this a form of customer tracking. The right location, the right pricing, the right services, staff being used efficiently, and the customer coming back again. When all of these pieces come together, a car wash business can genuinely generate a powerful cash flow. But that's not true for business that opened in the wrong location, runs on rock-bottom prices, and only chases the number of customers walking through the door. And maybe the most important lesson you can take from this video is this. A good business idea doesn't mean everyone who runs it will make money. The money isn't hidden in the idea itself, it's hidden in how you actually run it. If you're thinking about opening a car wash business today, stop asking just, how many cars can I wash? Ask yourself this instead. After paying every single expense, what will these customers actually leave me with? Because the real story of a business isn't written by the money that comes into the register. It's written by what's left after the expenses. And in the next episode, we're stepping inside another business that also looks incredibly simple from the outside. This time the question will be, does a business people spend money on every single day actually make its owner rich, or does it just make him look busy? So do you want to own a car wash business? Ask yourself that question right from the start. The margins are real, the recurring revenue is real, but the entry price is alone the size of a hospital wing. The water bill never drops to zero, and your real competitor isn't the neighbor with a bucket and a sponge in his hand. It's a fund backing 100 locations with a marketing budget you'll never be able to match. This is the balance sheet nobody shows you before you sign the lease. And what comes after jumping into anything out of pure excitement, without waiting, without thinking through how it ends, is exactly where the importance of R&D reveals itself. If you want the next one, we're breaking down what it actually